Here is an apple, and here's a banana. Pick one. Whichever one you picked, it was your decision completely. This is what we call free will. It's the idea that we are the sole authors of our destiny, that in the face of multiple choices, whatever decision we make is completely down to us. We have the power of free choice. But what if I told you that free will is a myth? That we are all just a group of atoms who will react to a particular stimulus in a way that can be predetermined. If you picked a banana at the beginning of the video and we go back in time, if free will truly exists, you should be able to change your mind and pick the apple instead. But what if I told you that if we go back in time under the exact same circumstances, you'll pick the banana again? What if I told you that I can actually tell which of these two options you're going to pick 300 milliseconds before you actually pick it? With
a lot of that a lot of that goes on. A lot of that is brainwashing that especially taught in churches, but it's all a lie, man. It's all a lie. Let me get this. And this is not going to be a long one. Just want to hit a couple of points for any newbies on the channel. It says
free will.
Free will, the power of acting without the constraint of necessity or fate, the ability to act at one's own discretion. So it says especially of a domination given, no, not that one, but free will, the power of acting without the constraint of necessity or fate. So there's no such thing as free will, man. It's all an illusion, and let me get that too. Free will is nothing but an illusion that most Jakes battle with this, man. That free will is an illusion.
Illusion.
It says a thing that is or is likely to be wrongly right. That's what free will, because churches push that hard, that free will doctrine. He don't give free will at all. It says perceived or interpreted by the senses. So let me see where I want to start. Let me get the number one that us brothers love to go to. I'm gonna just get them in a row. What I have, the Lord will, this is edifying. But it says Proverbs 20:24. It says, "Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?" Right, your goings, your move around, your you getting that job, you ended up where you are in life, you know whatever it is that you're being exposed to in your life, your goings is of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And one might say, well, that don't mean that, this, you can't just take one verse. I got a couple of them. And like I said, it's just a couple of them. It's many verses on here in the Bible that tell you that free will doesn't exist, man. But I'm gonna just go with the ones I have lined up here. Jeremiah 10:23. "O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps." Right. See? "Oh Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself." It's not in himself. And most Jakes battle with this free will, man. They think that they have the will and the ability to decide this and decide that. No. Hey, how about Shai? Hey, decided that for you already. And most Jakes don't even, they don't know that, because in the day, it wasn't given to them. They don't read. They don't understand. They sit up in those harlot houses, or they listen to their great aunts or uncles and tell them all this foolishness, but they don't back up nothing with scriptures, man. Each and last one of us is sealed with the very instructions that what we're going to do the very next day. When you lay down, there's an angel right there. Boom, boom, boom. Bring back the orders from the spiritual realm your very next day to seal you with what you're going to do the very next day, man. Your goings, your move arounds, your whereabouts is of the Lord. Believe it or not, on the right hand side or on the left hand side. And most Jakes, that's a power struggle for them, man. They won't, they don't believe in that, man. Let me get this next one. Romans 9:16. Got another one. Another one. Romans 9:16 in the NIV said, it does not therefore depend on human desire or effort, but on God's mercy. Right. Hey, everything depends on Yahweh Shai mercy. Whether you're going to live or whether you're going to die, whether you're going to make it to that job, whether you're going to have money, to pay your bills, food in your house, everything is of Yahweh Shai and his mercy, their mercy, right? Everything, we get another one. Like I said, I'm just running through these because, I had that conversation. It was interesting. And dude was so bent on free will. I'm like, he's talking about, dude said he could show me 200 verses of free will. I'm like, yeah, I would like to see you try. I had a Toy Story on them. I would like to see you try, Buzz. I would like to see you try, because it is not no 200 verses in no Bible to talk to you about free will. It don't exist, man. Let me get this. This would be another strong one. Let me get this one. Let's get this one. Ecclesiastes 6:10 in the NLT. It says, everything has already been decided. It was known long ago what each person would be, so there's no use arguing with God about your destiny. See? Maybe you didn't hear it right. Let me read it again. Ecclesiastes 6:10 NLT. It says, you see at the title, it says the future determined and unknown, right? It says everything has already been decided. It was known long ago what each person would be, so there's no use arguing with God about your destiny. See, there's no use. Everything has already been decided. When you read the scriptures and everything that's the prophecies are taking place, that's the whole job of a prophet. He's telling you what was already written. He's just telling you where we're at, far as in the scripture, to tell you before. Whatever's getting ready to happen. That's a prophet's job. Telling you before which was already written. Most people don't even get that. They sit in churches. If he told you he's coming back in the end times, you hear rumors of wars, all this stuff, and we actually hear this stuff. But doesn't that mean how do we know that he's close? Because it was already written. And they don't even stop and think about that. And I had to tell Jake, I pray for his sake. I hope he was a Jake, but I had to tell a dude that. I said, man, if he said he was going to come back, when you start hearing rumors of wars, you start hearing all these other things, doesn't that mean it was already written? But see, a lot of them don't, it goes over their head because they read past these, they read past those precepts. They read past it real fast. Let me get another one. Isaiah 46:10 in the NLT. It says, only I can tell you the future before it even happens. Everything I plan will come to pass, for I do whatever I wish. Right. See? There's no such thing as free will, man. Hey, Yahweh Shai does whatever he wishes. Whatever Yahweh tell Yahweh Shai, right? Then Yahweh Shai, related to the brothers, the angels, and then boom, is when you lay down at night, boom, it's program. Matter of fact, let me get that. That's in that. That's in Job. Let me get that. It's in Job. Job 33, starting at verse 13. It says, why does thou strive against him? For he giveth not account of any of his matters. For God speaketh once, yet twice, yet men perceive it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep fall upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men and sealed their instruction. See? So when you lay down at night and you go to sleep, you already getting sealed for your instructions for the very next day. Everything you say, do, think, whatever. People that run it, that's why we try to tell Jakes, man, It's so much that is already written out and planned that's got to go right, and that's got to go wrong, but it's for right. But it's right. Be honest, it's right because there's nothing that you can do against the truth because everything is for the truth anyway. But it's so much stuff that have to take place for you to make it to your job, being late, or you know what I'm saying, you might not hit an alarm. It's so much that go into it, man. That's why Yahweh Bashim Shai ways is not our ways. It's so much into it, man. But it says, verse 16, then he opened up the ears of man and sealed their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. Right. And that's the whole purpose, especially if you're of the elect. Hey, you get sealed with the instruction, so hey, you hide that pride, because if not, guess what? You start going out thinking that you're doing this and doing that. You think that is of your own will. You think it's on your own way. No, that's why we go through the afflictions, to keep us humble, right? That's because we understand now, as it tells you, what is that? Baruch 4:28. It was your mind to go astray. Now you know what you know. You turn back, you serve him 10 times more, because now you understand. Guess what? Your life ain't your own, and you can be taken out at any moment. It says he keepeth back his soul from the pit and his life from perishing by the sword. Right. So it's of Yahweh Basham Shai. Hey, will. It's not your will. And one might say, well, why is it like that? Why it have to be that way? Well, guess what? Proverbs 16:4. It says, the Lord have made all things for himself. Let's stop right there. Hey, the Lord made all things for himself. That's why we tell Jakes all the time. Most Jakes don't understand what they're involved in. All of us is in, if you want to think about it in this way, all of us is in this big movie. And you got your left side actors, you got your right side actors. When you come back to this truth, when you're chosen, when you hear this truth, that's when you got to pray to Yahweh Shem Shai, Lord willing, that you on the right side for righteous sake to be delivered, and not on the left side. Because you on the left side, even on the left side is righteous too, because they're gonna die. Because everything Yahweh Shem Shai do is righteous. He's not he doesn't do iniquity. So it says, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So even the wicked. That's another thing I was telling that dude, because what he said. He said, so you mean to tell me if people are if they're wicked, he made them wicked? Thus said the Lord, even the wicked for the day of evil. Hey, a man's goings of the Lord. Hey, a spirit can't change. Your flesh can change. You can get a new body, far as like when you die and you come back every third or fourth generation, as the scripture says, you get a new body. But even that body, because it's not in righteousness, we're not in righteousness yet to the full as far as having a new body in the new covenant. So guess what? When you come back, you can come back in a messed up body, aches and pains, all that. Hey, that's why, man, Yahweh Shem Shai is to be feared. Because Jakes really don't understand what they're a part of, man. This is not a game. Because even you can plague your mind. Yeah, you can plague your mind. If you not humbling yourself, if you're not repenting, you see Jakes now walk around up and down the streets, talking to himself, stopping, look a mess. You know how scary that is? In their mind, they actually see somebody and they talking. But when you see them, you don't see nothing. That's a scary feeling, man. That's a very scary feeling, That's why, Yahweh Shem Shai is to be feared, man. Like I said, I didn't want to be too long. I see brother posting up precepts. Shadowam, Bob White, Shadowam, Proverbs 24. Yeah, see, he's spirit. I already got it. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Right. You're not going to, everything has already been decided. As the precept we bought, everything has already been decided by Yahweh Shem Shai. That's what it's very important that, you Jakes, new Jakes coming in, newbies, that you understand. That's why you got to pray to Yahweh Shem Shai every day, constantly. Lord willing, when you use me for righteous sake, to feed your sheep with your righteous, on the right hand side with your righteous doctrine, the good news, not on the left hand side, because you got a lot of wolves in this thing, and in their minds they think they're doing the right thing, like telling you the MOTB is sin, telling you that you can go on the backside, telling you can have sex on the Sabbath, all that, man. And in their mind, they think they're doing right. Are telling you that Yahweh Shai never did any miracles. Y'all know what one body push, you know. Hey, that's going off. Brother posted Romans 9:16. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God's that God showeth mercy. Right. It's not of your doing that if you make it to that job, if you get a good rib, or you get a good, a man of the Lord, or you might get that job, get that car, whatever it is, man. Just using little things that, so new brothers and new sisters can understand and receive. But it's not of your will. It's not by your might. It's by Yahweh Shai having mercy. Right? It's by Yahweh Shai having mercy on us. Yeah, man. He said 200 scripts about not having. Yeah, that's what he said, bro. He said 200 scripts. He said he can give me 200 scripts on free will. I'm like, man, what? You're not about to find 200 scripts on free will. That doesn't exist, man. And then another thing is that hell doctrine, because that was another thing he brought up in the conversation. I'm like, bro, hell is not real. You're not going under no earth and what is it? Going under the earth and you just gonna burn for eternity. I said, matter of fact, if you're going under the earth, well, what's under the earth now? They done showed you the core of the earth. Like, what? Did you see anything? Did you see any flame? No. I said, wait, I'm gonna use your terms. I said, didn't Jesus say that those that teach and to break my commandments and do so will be called least in the kingdom? What do you think that means? What I said, matter of fact, what's the whole doctrine of Jesus? He said he is of his Father. He does him and his Father is one. I said, well then, if him and his Father is one and he taught the commandments, well, if he said those that teach to break my commandments will be called least in the kingdom, what do you think that means? Dude, the look on dude's face, it was so funny, man. I had to hold it in and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go no further than that, because at the end of the day, it's for this truth, this doctrine, the good news. First and foremost, is for Hebrew Israelites' sakes, anyway. And on top of that, it's only for the elect. Only the elect is going to be able to receive and understand, the scriptures. Period, to the T, the whole 100%. So, to the newbies, just more so for the newbies, brothers and sisters. I know brothers and sisters that's been in longer already know this, but yeah, free will doesn't exist, man. It doesn't exist. Whatever you have in your life right now, material, everything is going in your life, even through your daily afflictions. Hey, that's of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. What you have, what you don't have, it's of Yahweh Bashem Shai. How you think, even how you think. I think that's in it's in Proverbs 16:1, right? Even how you think, hey, comes from Yahweh Bashem Shai. That's why you fear, you pray, you stay humble, and you just pray that Yahweh Bashem Shai be with you. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. Like I said, I didn't want it to be too long. But pray that was edifying to the hopeful elect, you beautiful Akim and Aqua, very few Aqua. It's your brother Ahmad out of Jacksonville, Florida. A free will does not exist. Get that out of your head. It doesn't exist at all. Shalom.